Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to our family, our friends, our partners, our supporters, and especially our young creatives. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We also want to give a thank you to the College of Biblical Studies for allowing us to host our wonderful event here. Thank you for this important gathering. Tonight, we are honored to welcome a very remarkable young woman. She has been a mentor to me. She has been just an all around person I could look to in this creative industry. We work together very closely. Her work embodies empowerment, storytelling, and she strives and she works also in the nonprofit industry. So, as you know, looking at your agenda, our topic tonight is going to be media empowerment and community storytelling. This is such an incredible topic, and it's important to us all, especially to our young creatives, right? I see you over there. We live in a world where the media is just surrounding us and it surrounds our young people. They're consumed with influences, their identity, everything. It's tied into that social media. Oftentimes, their beliefs, even their opportunities. I know, right? We didn't have that growing up. They think that they deserve to be on social media all the time, but sometimes we can allow these things to go unchecked. So, when youth learn how to think critically about what they see, about how they're interpreting it, and then also how they gain the skills to create their own content. That, of course, is one of our initiatives here at Media Literacy for Youth. So, we want to make sure that they protect themselves. We also want to make sure they gain the power to shape their own narrative. You don't want someone else telling your narrative. We want to be able to have them uplift their community and find their place in the world, right? We want our youth to find their place at such a young age. We want them to be welcoming someone into their lives that they want on social media. So tonight, we're going to welcome someone who has lived this mission out, and she's lived it loud for decades. Someone who embodies the work that we strive to do as media professionals, especially in the nonprofit sector. This person has been on their journey, and they've worked not only with the youth, but they also work with industry standard professionals, and they have come to show that their voice matters and that the stories need to be heard and told. I want to introduce you to Arlene Russell. She has worked tirelessly in the film and media industry. Trust me, if you go to her Internet Movie Database profile, you will see what I'm talking about. She's been on the media landscape for decades. She was a television producer at Access Media Houston beginning in 1997 and then evolving into creating documentary filmmaking. Recently, I have been like eating up PBS documentaries on Prime Video, just to let you know. Very good out there. And she's also working in the public access media, which of course that is at Houston Media Source. She's serving there as a chief marketing officer, once again at Houston Media Source. If you don't know much about Houston Media Source, it is a public access network. It's where Arlene helps to lead one of Houston's foundational public access venues for television. It is located in the Magnolia Park area of Houston, very historic. She's been doing this for nearly 40 years, and she's provided access, training, and a platform to everyday voices just like you and me. She produces media, she works with live productions, but more than titles, let me tell you about who Arlene really is. She represents passion. She is passionate about her work. She's almost a near perfectionist, to be honest. And the power of telling an authentic story. She wants to tell it from the heart and she wants to tell it true. She's covered community events. She's covered documenting all of the local events in history. And she's even begun to mentor aspiring young creators. There are a lot of workshops that take place right in the back door of Houston Media Source, right here in our local H-Town. She has been dedicated in giving her career to giving voice to often overlooked stories, especially those from local communities and, of course, the underserved areas of Houston. I'm so proud to even be connected with her. I'm so proud to see her as a leader in Houston, a leader with Houston Media Source. And Houston Media Source, that nonprofit organization, it has been around for years. It's been around training creators, amplifying everyday stories, voices. They even provide classes and training. And Arlene has been instrumental in helping thousands of Houstonians gain access to camera equipment. There's also lighting equipment that you can rent out. You have to take classes, of course, first, but that's just a prerequisite. But she has really helped people to tell their own stories. They have everything that you need, and they will offer you the guidance that you need. It's through her mentorship and her creative leadership that she has provided so many wonderful platforms for individuals and young creatives who otherwise might not have that chance to tell their story. They might not know how to tell their story, but they have one that's powerful and they have one that is impactful. They just don't have the media or the platform to be able to do that. Her commitment in highlighting the underrepresented voices has made her a force in the community. She has been a media technician. She has been in front of the camera, behind the camera, and she's been a model of what it really means to give public access broadcasting to those that really want it and require it. This is why her presence here tonight, it is so meaningful for us here at Media Literacy for Youth, because what she does embodies our mission. And our mission is to empower people, especially from the creative communities that don't always get that voice. We want to make sure that your voice is out there, but out there in a responsible way, out there so that you know how to represent yourself on media. We want you to become informed, creative, and use that ethical media literacy and not be in a media illiterate area. With Arlene here, we want you to know that she is more than just an inspiration. She connects our youth, and she's going to be connecting with us throughout the duration of our program to help, and someone who's walked in this path. She's fought for the same access that we have now. She knows what it takes to tell a real story. I'm telling you, she has a world of experience. You should watch some of the documentaries that are on her Internet Movie Database log. Her leadership at Houston Media Source, which is also a nonprofit, as I mentioned before, like us, it just provides open access to media education. It gives you that voice, that training. It gives you a public way to even broadcast your material. It shows that media can be a tool, not just to report the news, but it can also be for entertainment in a responsible way. And for that community voice that you have, not just that little TikTok video that you posted with your friends yesterday, or not the hood news, but you want to just make sure that you're telling the stories accurately. So tonight, Miss Arlene, as I call her, as Miss Arlene comes forward, I want to invite each one of you, especially our young attendees. Many of the seasoned adults here, they probably already know who she is, but our young attendees, I want you to listen to her journey. I want you to soak in her lessons and imagine what you can create. I want you to know how to combine your voice with purpose, combine your voice with integrity. It's so funny. Miss Arlene and I talk all the time offline. And I told her, I said, our audience just loves media, right? And she said, great. I said, yeah, but they also love a good TikTok video because, of course, everything is on TikTok. Miss Arlene is so funny. She just looked at me. She tilted her head to the side and she said, even better, because guess what? We'll fix it. We'll fix that tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, without me belaboring you any longer about this wonderful woman that is in media, who has done so much for the community, I introduce to you Ms. Arlene Russell. Ms. Arlene,